unbelievable for these two-storied schools. Lots of fans, lots of history here, and it's been hard to figure out which school has brought more fans here, and for that, gonna turn it over to my guy on the stage to get a little help.
Russell Westbrook didn't have much help last year. Thunder GM Sam Presti has fixed that. All right, welcome back to high school football tonight. Another battle for a top spot in the district standings. So many good matchups this week.
104 years of the Rose Bowl, the first overtime game we've ever seen. So many points put up on the board. But at the end of the day, a press conference that had Baker Mayfield moved to tears. And so much made about the two conferences and the style of play. Will OU be able to have that shootout offensive success like they have, or will it be a low-scoring affair that would probably be in Georgia's favor? It might have made Sooners fans sick, but for the guys inside OU football, this was a big step forward. That bomb after the Thunder's Game 2 loss earned Russell Westbrook a $15,000 fine from the NBA. One way to describe this matchup the last couple of years has been defense optional. These are two of the teams with maybe the best chance of ending that 21-year dominance in 6A1. Barry Lewis will join me next from the Tulsa World so I can grill him a little bit about some of tonight's best games.
Come on now, you gotta know this. Let's go, don't walk. Coach Moore, we're just about done.
This is how Aaron Flores coaches Coffeyville Ravens football.
How you feeling today?
With a golf cart, an amplified headset,
Let's my voice project.
and his oxygen tank.
So every time we take a breath, it kicks in.
Flores has a fluke condition. It's called acute interstitial lung disease. But the only thing that will take him off this field
Let me grab this again, I'm sorry. Nope.
is the call.
Literally waiting for the phone call to catch a flight out to Denver, Colorado to have a double lung transplant.
Doctors have told Flores 90% of people survive the first year after surgery. That number drops to 50% the second year. Being without football is not what scares Flores. How do they remind you of you? What do you see in them?
I think they're caring.
These are his daughters, 6-year-old Ryan and 5-year-old Haley.
They're excited going, hey, when you get your new lungs, will you be able to go swimming with us?
It's the thought of leaving them that takes his breath away.
My daughter's not having their father to raise them. That's very difficult. My wife having to go on with 2 great kids and not have her husband with them for the rest of the journey.
Teaching his football players is his medicine.
You've worked too hard. You've done too many things the right way to go back and be influenced in a negative way. I get as much out of them as they probably ever gotten out of me. I probably get more. I think if I stepped away from that, my condition would only get worse.
There is a harsh reality. Flores will only get the lungs he needs from another family's tragedy. It's the ultimate gift, a gift he's willing to give someone else.
For some reason, it doesn't work out the way I want it to. Hopefully, me being an organ donor will help the quality of life of somebody else.
Just by checking off a box, someone can give these players the leader they've always needed.
To have an influence on a young man's life.
And these 2 little girls, their whole father for the first time. What will it be like to take that first splash in the pool after you have your procedure done?
Oh, I can't. It'd be unbelievable just to see their expressions more than anything.
That would be the ultimate breath of fresh air. In Coffeyville, Kansas, covering news that matters, Jeff Kolb, Fox 23 News. They said his life was over.
I was hit by a truck and thrown 88 feet.
Being happy, impossible.
The doctors told us he would never walk. He would never talk.
Karaoke going back, yo. 1, 2, 3.
Tigers! Doctors gave Logan less than a 2% chance to survive. Today, he fulfilled one of his lifelong dreams.
And the University of Tulsa would like you to sign with them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. You're being serious. Oh my. You knew this. It means so much. I have always wanted to sign.
With a full room and a countdown just for him.
3, 2, 1.
He did it. He signed a ceremonial letter of intent.
They are taking somebody's personal life goal and giving it back to them.
It gives me hope for everything.
Logan thanks God for his whole life, even the accident.
Because it's better to be alive than dead.
So proud of you.
Thank you. I still have a purpose on this earth.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love Logan.
Be a comedian, be a preacher, be a physical therapist.
And with this love for life,
it's been awesome meeting you today.
It's been awesome meeting you too, Jeff.
he'll keep running one step at a time. In Broken Arrow, covering news that matters, Jeff Kolb, Fox 23 News.
Russell Westbrook didn't have much help last year. Thunder GM Sam Presti has fixed that. Now the question is, will Westbrook finally sign his extension? He's been staring it down. 5 years, over $200 million since July. Westbrook has until October 16th to ink the contract. At today's media day, Russ said he's been busy traveling and having his newborn son, but kind of told Thunder fans not to worry.
This is the place I want to be. From that, I'm going to leave it there.
Newly acquired Carmelo Anthony says Westbrook and Paul George were big in recruiting him. Melo says he's ready to share the ball, but will still be needing his shots.
I mean, I score. What's the plan?
Well, now 12-time All-Star Dwayne Wade is a free agent, and according to some reports, OKC could also be in the running to sign him. Paul George and Carmelo, they're already recruiting.
I mean, his phone text, his DM.
He's free now? Come on, D. You know you belong at.
On the flip side, Enes Kanter says he learned he was being traded for Melo while doing a basketball camp in OKC for orphans before leaving Oklahoma. Russ and Steven Adams gave him these two pieces of advice.
They told me first thing, it's New York's a dangerous place to play. I'm watching for you guys.
Now back in OKC, Steven Adams was asked today about losing his stash bro.
He didn't die, mate. Everyone's been coming at me like he passed away. Then I would be sad. The relationships that you make around here, especially in the locker room, they really stick.
So they'll see each other October 19th because the Knicks and the Thunder open the season against each other.
Wow. Can you imagine kids seeing that as like the Mickey Mouse gang?
That's a large Mickey Mouse.
Run out of the room crying.